I'm in a chair, and that's because we got a new format and a new show. It's the Cortex Labs Nootropics Show, and this is how it's going to work. We're going to do basically a much less formal video series where we basically do a show. We might even take like the Stacks from Guides and the Reddit Nootropics Q&A shows and kind of just merge them into the Cortex Labs Nootropics Show and just talk about all things related to nootropics, brain performance, biohacking, and these sorts of things, but predominantly nootropics. So here it is. Welcome to it. Thanks a lot for being here. I'm your host, Ryan Michael Ballo. I am your Nootropics Wizard host. Okay, so 30 seconds of Product Pro. The Cortex stack this weekend, still $29.99. Coupon code 5 takes it down to $24.99. Powerful pre-made stack. Basically the only real functional stack out there for productive people. 3 digital guides we have. They teach you how to use nootropics and they give you many stacks. There'll be a video at the end talking about all this stuff. You can get it at livecortex.com. Lastly, we do Nootropics Consulting. It is a 40-minute call with me, 15 additional email correspondences. Get all that good nootropic stuff at livecortex.com, and that has been the Product Pro that we use to fund more cool products, like a nootropic stack that's coming up, and I can't tell you what the name is. Okay, so check this out. Let's talk about B vitamins and rescuing the brain from brain fog that you might run into from taking cholinergic nootropics. Check this out, man. This one time, many times, but the first time that I truly figured out you could take B vitamins to cure brain fog from taking too high doses of cholinergic nootropics. So that's essentially the basis of what we're going to talk about. Basically, I took way too much alpha GPC. It was an alpha GPC. There was another choline source in there, but I think it was DMAE or something. I totally engaged in cholinergic overload. I was really just trying one stack because this is what I did back in the day to a lesser extent now, but I still do it to some extent. I figured out all the great stacks. They're in the stack list that we sell. Like all these stacks, it took me 10 years to figure out. But I would, when I was figuring a lot of these stacks out, I would just experiment with stuff and some things that I have to take in super high doses. So I'd be taking, I've done everything from taking aniracetam and 2.5 gram doses, which was not cool. And that's a whole nother show, a whole nother story, a whole nother video. To overdosing on huperzine A, and that was a terrible experience. I would not suggest it to anybody. But this one time I was taking alpha GPC, I think it was centrophenoxine, and a few other compounds, and I basically ran into cholinergic overload. And at the time, this must have been 4 years ago. It was 4 or 5 years ago. I was probably halfway through my nootropics. I was 4 years into taking nootropics, 4.5 years into taking nootropics. And I knew that taking B vitamins with nootropics was a good thing. I know that they sort of help to synthesize the neurochemicals involved. They help to regulate neurotransmitter function, and but I really never put the pieces together. Wait a minute, if I've gone too far on the experiment side and I've induced some sort of side effect with a nootropic compound, I've never gone to the I've never been let me take a B vitamin. Maybe that'll just fix everything. That'll just sort of regulate everything, and I'll kind of be back to normal. Until that day, I was like, well, wait a minute. Looking at the neurochemistry of B vitamins, and how they regulate functionality of neurotransmitters, this might make sense. Typically, when people take the wrong doses of Noopept or Uridine or alpha GPC or CDP choline or aniracetam, roxiracetam, some of these primary cholinergic compounds, and they run into brain fog, they might think I have to sit here in this crappy state for the next 5 hours. Or I have to lift some weights is one good way to start firing more acetylcholine, start to regulate the system. Going on a run or doing some otherwise cardio is another way to sort of fix that problem. So if you took too much of a particular nootropic compound, you're running into brain fog. And there's many ways to do this, but I was let me just take a B complex. And by the way, what I mean is just a B complex supplement with at least the RDA for folic acid, B9, and whatever the heck else is in there. As long as you've got, it'll easily have more than the amount, the RDA for B12, B5, B6, B1, B3, and B7, I'm sure. It'll just have the RDA, or whatever ones really, really need just the RDA, which is probably just B9. The rest of them, they always sort of go over. And so I was all right, I can't lose. I took too much of this alpha GPC. I'm in cholinergic overload. I don't feel like I'm dialed in and on point. So let me try to balance it out with this B vitamin. I took the B vitamin, and literally within 20 minutes, everything changed. First of all the fog and sort of weird feeling that I had went completely away. I was totally tapped in, tuned in, energized and ready. And I then got the benefits from the centrophenoxine and the alpha GPC. I was taking some Alcar, I think, some vinpocetine, just like a few other compounds in the stack here, just trying stuff. This is like leading up to the formulation of Cortex, and I was really trying to figure stuff out to help my brain function better. And like, guys, I kid you not, 20 minutes, I was better, and the brain fog had passed, and I was optimal again. So, whatever the major takeaway here is that if you've got some sort of brain fog from nootropics because you took too much, you took the wrong dose, you didn't do the research, or you did and the research told you to do this and you went and did it, and just happened to not jive with your brain, try taking a B complex. Try taking a B complex to remedy that situation and pull yourself out of that situation. With nootropics, it's like, more and more these days I'm really starting to think like B vitamins are a necessary thing to take with a lot of the cholinergics. So Noopept, alpha GPC, uridine monophosphate's cholinergic to some extent. It's dopaminergic too. It does a lot of other things like upregulating neurogenesis and things. But DMAE, centrophenoxine, any other choline source you can think of, or choline precursor or choline donor, things that partially convert to acetylcholine like acetyl L-carnitine, things that work on modulating acetylcholine functionality like huperzine A and things of this nature. So it's like you got to keep them around when taking them. I truly believe that. And if you ever run into a situation, we've got some fog from a cholinergic compound, take some freaking B vitamins. That has been episode number 1 of the Cortex Labs Nootropics Show. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to be talking about all number of topics. I'm actually going to try to get some of these other pre-made stack companies to send me stuff that I haven't tried. I'm going to review it on the show and a bunch of other cool stuff. Thanks so much for watching, but check it out. We're going to do this weekend, we're running a special on basically all of our nootropic products. We got the Cortex stack and the 3 digital nootropic stack list guides that we sell. These are highly effective. They're basically advanced level stacks, advanced level guides with advanced level stacks in them, all the digital guides. And then, the Cortex stack is a very high level stack that we made specifically for entrepreneurs, people that really demand a lot of cerebral functionality, particularly day traders, programmers, etc. We built that stack to really crank up brain performance. That's all on sale. There's a video here that explains all that stuff at livecortex.com. And thanks for being with me for number 1 of the show. Look at me, I can't even put sentences together. The first show of the Cortex Labs Nootropics Show. I am your host, David Hasselhoff. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Check it out. Everything's on sale this weekend, okay? The Racetam God Guide, which has powerful aniracetam stacks, fast racetam phenibut stacks, highly functional coliracetam, PRL853 oxiracetam stacks. The thing is on sale. It is a digital guide. It's $20. You choose what device you want to read it on, you add to your cart, and you're done. The Noopept Pro stack list. This thing has a ton of pro sublingual, oral, and regular, and nasal Noopept stacks. Then it's got 20 bonus racetam stacks. This is digital as well. It's $20 this weekend. All right, get it at livecortex.com. Select which device you want to read it on, and you are off. Smarter, Better, Faster is a guide for everybody. It breaks down everything. My powerful stacks. I mean, look at this. Aniracetam, oxiracetam, piracetam, theacrine, tyrosine, alpha GPC, CDP, choline stacks, everything in between. That is also $20. A Smarter, Better, Faster guide is insane. Gives you a lot of powerful stacks, and you get access to it right away. It's $20. Get it at livecortex.com. Add it to your cart. But the thing that's been a super hit over the last week is we've been running a special on Cortex, our stack for functional motivation, improved speed of processing, improved working memory, improved productivity capacity, intense drive to work. We designed it for productive workers, built for entrepreneurs, highly effective for programmers, lots of cognitive endurance. We got this thing on sale for $29.99. Normally it's $34.99 at livecortex.com. You can get it for $24.99. Get a couple bottles if you normally get Cortex stock up, and that's it. Okay, so these 3 powerful products, we got the Racetam God Guide at $20, digital stack list of Racetam stacks, the Noopept Pro stack list at $20, giant digital stack list of Noopept stacks, SBF at $20, and then we got Cortex at $29.99. All this weekend. Make it happen at livecortex.com, and thanks for watching.